We're fucking chaos casting. We're not Food Channel, but we're going to actually cook in the fucking foreground for once. Because we keep cooking in the background, so why the hell not the foreground? So I'm going to be making Bulgogi, which is Korean barbecue that my dad brought back when he went to Korea lived 2 years. Yeah, for an LDS mission. It's friggin' delicious.
Note that this isn't like.
Oh yeah, like it's totally not authentic.
Yeah, it's not traditional.
Because he added this, because he's American as fuck. America, fuck yeah.
That's a great way to talk about our dear dad.
I love you, Dad.
You know, it's great that we probably can't get monetized because of brands, so...
Yeah, look at all the branding here.
Whoa!
I guess I could turn it.
You can blur it, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know why I shrugged.
There, I blurred it. I don't actually have the right thing. You're supposed to have Asian pears, which are really hard to find sometimes, because they're not in season.
Why are you looking at us? Look at the camera.
Because I'm looking at everything.
Okay.
There's an audience over to the right.
There's a queue of my nurses. So the way to do Asian pears without having an Asian pear is use half of a regular pear and half of a regular apple. My dad never said specifics. He just said half of each should be fine. So, good luck on finding the proper flavor. I don't know. Oh my gosh, that went way easier.
Oh my gosh, hold on. I need to get a better look at that.
Freak. I love cores. They're fun to play with. Get through there. There you go. Oh, it's so soft. Ah, pears are weird. Asian pears are much tougher. This is so bizarre. Oh.
So you cut a hole in it?
Yeah, you get out the core because it has all the seeds and the stem gross, and you don't want that. Now, really, I probably don't have to do this, but I don't eat pears and apples, so I'm just gonna use half it and then throw it in the fucking trash.
Yeah.
So who cares? But with an Asian pear, you use the entire thing, so you do want to core it. Asian pears, they're tough like apples, but like that soury sweet like pears. It's weird. They're bastardizations of nature.
Like Abby.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm an abomination. I was probably adopted by my parents met aliens, and then they were like, fuck it, we'll take the baby. That sounds awesome. She's cute as hell.
Told me the reason why.
What? What?
Do we really want to talk about this on screen?
Well, you brought it up. What are you talking?
Yeah, true. Okay, so apparently our great-great-grandpa may have had an affair with a darker-skinned woman. Which is why Mom's darker and you're a little darker and Wesley's...
I am a bastard child! Well, descendant of a bastard child. I am 1/3 bastard.
Yeah, we found it on our ancestry test.
Oh shit, right?
Whoa.
You know, not sponsored.
Yeah,
But you should totally do it and find out if you're 1/3 bastard. Then you gotta peel these things.
Oh. I don't remember exactly, but I think it's like one of my great-great-grandfathers was a doorstep baby.
Oh!
Whoa.
Wow.
We're all fucked up.
Dude, family history's great.
I love it.
I couldn't tell you much about mine. The only thing I know that's in my family, well, okay, there's a lot of complicated stories, but one thing I know is that I'm related to some Indian woman, I think, who made the news because she kept skinning men's heads.
Well.
And I saw an illustration of her, and I was like, yeah!
Yeah, that is my family.
I'm related to her. Dang, she's cool. I can't remember her name, though.
We'll have to Google it. So I'm only gonna peel half it, because again, I'm only using half this fucker. This is so fucking soft and gross. I hate pears.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna stab you with this. I don't know when I'll stop, but I'll find a way to stab you with it. Okay, so I'm actually gonna start making the base now that I've kind of done a little bit of prep. Fuck. I have no space on my counter because I'm in a dinky ass apartment.
Yeah.
So it needs soy sauce. So I have very specific soy sauce. This is actually the wrong specific soy sauce.
Oh, oops.
But it's still close enough because there's this brand called Bulgogi or Gook. I don't know how to pronounce Korean.
Gook sounds close.
Fuck, someone who's Korean, please translate for me. And I think you want the yellow capped one because it's specifically for Bulgogi. Like, that's what its purpose is. But no, I had to get a different soy sauce, and you want 8 ounces of this fuck. Salt! Okay.
Okay.
This can go away now, actually. Into the depths of the fridge where I use you only twice a month. No. Not even, that's way too much. I only use it maybe once every 3 months. And then...
Okay.
I have a fancy machine now because I didn't want to get out my actual grater. And this is humongous as fuck. I want to play with Luke's new toy.
That's what she said.
I got it.
Do you want me to hold it?
I got it.
You got it?
I just wanted to play with Luke's new toy really badly. So here we go.
Oh, so you do. Oh, okay.
So you grate your Asian pear, or in this case, half an apple, half a pear.
Wow, it looks like this dish is going to be great.
I swear to crap! Get out of my house, we don't take that putty bullshit in here.
Not in this house.
It's only from me can it happen. So, how was your guys' week? School going okay? I'm not talking to you guys, I'm talking to the audience. Maybe they're doing fine. Maybe they're in elementary school. I don't know. So don't be watching this if you're in elementary school. Fuck, if my students watch this. Fuck. Don't tell the teachers or the principal. I'll get screwed over and then you'll never see me again and it'll be your fault, kids.
Go on the run. Have to move to Timbuktu.
have to move to the Alamo, middle of nowhere, Idaho.
There you go.
Okay, before I chuck this, does anyone want this apple? It's Pink Lady.
I think Pink Lady is soft, isn't it?
Sweeter or something?
Sweeter?
Oh, pretty sour?
A little bitter.
That's it. That's it.
It's trying to be one of those firm apples, but it's soft.
Yeah, I just know that like I tried.
Holy shit, this is just gliding.
I remember that I tried different kinds of apples, and I remember I didn't like Pink Lady because I think it was too bitter for me. But
Yeah, I just got it because it was like 99 cents a pound.
You know,
It was
yeah,
the cheapest
definitely.
apple, so I was like, fuck it.
what kind of apples do you guys get? I get Fuji.
Luke gets Green Delicious.
Green Delicious. Okay.
Golden crisp.
Golden Crisp.
I've never found an apple I've liked.
Leave it in the comments.
Yeah, I want to know. I
Please
want to know.
suggest. I need more fruit in my diet. Help me.
Yeah, if you guys have
Good Lord.
good apples or fruit that you like, let us know.
Do not say pears. Okay, no, you can say pears for yourself, just not as a suggestion for me.
Shit.
What have you done? Okay, how the fuck do I even clean this? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this right here and clean it later. After I rinse this, because it's Luke's new toy and I get in trouble!
Oh, we're doing this illegally.
Okay. Yeah, that I used an illegal item. Okay, now we need a half a cup of brown sugar. You can use normal sugar if you're dumb. I mean, if you don't have brown sugar, yeah, you
That's
should.
better.
To get the like teriyaki taste, like you want brown sugar.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, teriyaki sauce is mostly brown sugar.
Oh.
What kind of measuring cup are you using?
I'm just using a regular half cup
Half cup. Okay.
with brown sugar. Want to pack it. Never loosey-goosey brown sugar. You want to pack it, because God said
And God said to man, please pack
your brown sugar.
What?
And it was good.
Get more brown sugar.
Okay, you can go ahead and yell at the brown sugar. I'm sure its feelings are hurt.
No, you don't necessarily have to use a blender. You just have to be able to blend it. It's just 10 times easier. You can use an egg beater. You can use, let's see, what other things was there?
A spoon and
yeah.
a lot of patience.
Oh, yeah, you can use a fork and a bitch ton of patience. And I guess you could use, like, one of those, Rite Aids, maybe.
Oh, like a food processor?
Yeah, maybe. You might be able to get away with it. My dad has, like, a blender stick. I got one for a while, and then Luke got this, so I'm like, fuck the blender stick.
You mean the foamer? Isn't that what they're called?
No, it's a blender stick. It's a fucking blender stick.
Careful.
Oh my gosh.
It's a blender stick. Look
Okay,
at it.
I believe you. I believe you.
Don't doubt me.
Sorry.
We need 2 cloves of garlic. I buy this shit.
What is it?
Crushing my own garlic. It's just minced garlic.
Minced garlic, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't have time for that
Because
garbage.
if we want to, like,
Yeah,
buzz
just
out the...
yeah. It's just 2 cloves minced garlic. If you don't want to bother mincing, because mincing garlic is hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can just buy this shit. Like it's usually with the produce. 1 teaspoon is equivalent to 1 garlic clove, so I'll do 2 teaspoons. So
Sound effects.
get in there. You can only usually find these in Asian markets. It's red pepper paste. It's delicious and spicy as fuck. And this is brand fucking new, so I'm very excited. I usually get medium, but you get whatever the hell level of spicy you want. For sticky shit, like peanut butter, put saran wrap.
I know you guys can't smell, but it smells.
Oh, it's spicy as fuck.
Yeah.
It's a spicy smeller. It just blobs right off.
Yeah.
Not as well as peanut butter would usually, but still comes off a little bit.
I've been attacked!
That's nasty crap.
It's on my hands now.
What are you doing?
Getting the wipes. I got smart hands.
That's not hand wipes!
To wipe off my blender.
Oh, okay.
What do you think I was gonna do with it?
Your hands!
I'm gonna get off the stuff and then I'm gonna go wash my hands.
Okay.
You guys think I'm an idiot?
I mean, I didn't think so before, but I was a little concerned.
Watching you, girl.
Fight me, though.
BRB.
Candle!
Did you enjoy the candle?
Oh,
I love this candle.
I did so much. You do have an idea, but it's so good.
Now we need sesame oil. I don't know if you can buy this elsewhere besides an Asian market. I've never looked, but this shit is delicious.
What is it?
Sesame oil is basically what gives Asian food taste. It's in everything, and it's just sesame seed oil, and I love it. It smells so good, and it tastes so good. You need to do a teaspoon of black pepper. Because it's salty enough, it doesn't need salt, but it needs a fuck ton of pepper. If you add extra salt, you're a fool. Because soy is salty in and of itself. Yay. Fuck, and then it's gonna get noisy.
Let's do it.
Wow! Excellent. Just make it so it's this beautiful consistency of gravy. Except it probably actually doesn't have the consistency of gravy. Just
I
probably
think gravy is more thick than that.
Yeah, just color of gravy.
Mix until combined.
Yep, two will combine. And now we're gonna have the American edition. This is what's gonna get it to marinade status. Because this isn't like the actual meal, that's the marinade.
Yeah.
So you need 16 ounces of Coke. And it's not dumb to buy 16 ounces, so I just bought a liter because it was 89 cents. So fuck it.
I wonder if this works with other colas.
I don't know, I've never tried. I mean...
Try it in the comments.
The soda's flavors will give different. Root beer might be a good option. Really anything like that's dark and rich like this. Because like if you use like cream soda, it's not going to turn out good. You can't use like a
Pepsi might work.
Pepsi would work fine. It's Coke. It's basically Coke, guys.
It's
Oh no, the fanboys! I can hear them coming.
They're the fucking same.
Legitimately though, these recipes will be in the description.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
we'll post them. Don't pour it in like instantaneously because it like fizzes like crazy. So like kind of let it chill and then pour more. And you can just see this nice little like scientific layering. The soy crap, Coke.
Scientific layering. Do you mean a difference in density?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't teach the
No,
science.
the fanboys.
Oh no, the fat boys! They're coming!
You have a solution.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, it's
Actually, I think it's a mixture.
no, mixture is if you can pull it apart.
Oh, okay.
Solutions if it's like impossible without really precise tools.
Time to blend again.
Blending! And then you need only half a bundle of green onions. So here we have this. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. 4 green onions is usually what it comes out to. And you don't use the white parts. This isn't too nasty. According to the recipe, I guess. I'll just cut the green bits right on in here. Oh, that's...
Are you okay?
I saw this, and I thought I cut myself, but it's red pepper paste.
So you gotta show that to the camera.
I scared the shit out of myself. I thought I was dying. I'm like, how? I didn't feel a thing. I was so careful. Well then. That's good. That's good. That's good. We'll save those for Luke's other ideas. You got a hold of a Redwall cookbook?
Oh.
I'm never gonna see the end of vegetable dishes. Ever. Ever. Do you see the amount of fucking leeks in my fridge? I've never bought a leek in my entire life. Redwall dictated we must. And the gods of Redwall are always right!
You need to talk about this, honey? Are you okay?
You don't have to blend that one too much, just get it in there. And now for the fun part. Right here, we have rump roast.
You want to say that again when you're not?
Rump roast!
There we go.
And it has to be butchered to a term known as thin enough as Sukuyaki. They'll know that. I don't know what they call it in Korea because that's the Japanese term, but that's all we know in America.
Or at least here in Utah.
Yeah, because fuck, we're Western/Southern mostly, not Asian.
Yep.
That got dirty.
And-
Pretty much.
And yet, we are the kind of people that would that search for really good Japanese places
Yes.
to
Yeah.
eat.
So basically, you gotta layer it. Shave it. Stay. Fuck. Ugh. And just alternate between a layer of meat and a layer of the marinade. Look at it. All vegetarians turn away now.
Oh shoot! Sorry, guys.
This cow was butchered for my belly.
Now I'm really sorry.
I think I'm pretty sure Macy's meat is from like pretty good farms,
Right.
like nice farms for
Farms that are.
farms that aren't assholes to their animals.
Not sponsored.
Nope. That's.
Actually, anyone outside of Utah is not even gonna know what that place is.
That's true. They'll think it's the department store.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Whoa. As you can tell, I don't go outside of Utah often, but
You know, it's
Any of
because
us do.
whenever I've tried to Google Macy's to just get their weekly ad on my phone, all I get is the clothing store. I'm running out of marinade, so I'm trying to squish it in so I can get equal amounts of marinade on each layer. But because I never get it right, the consistency, because they never, like, some butchers are awesome and always get it like this and it's super nice. Some of them are idiots and give me like shaved ham or something, you know, like it just is just flaky nonsense that's not gonna do shit, but it fits with this amount of marinade and herp derp derp.
Herp derp square.
And then we bleh. Yeah, and then I won't do it right here because I gotta find it. But you put this in the fridge for 4 to 14 hours.
Wow.
Because beef needs marinating time like nobody's business. And later, I will show the cooking process. That'll be tomorrow when I'm actually gonna fucking eat it. And it'll be delicious. And you'll all be jealous.
Yeah. But that's it uncooked right now.
That's it uncooked. It looks delicious. I know it's raw, but to me it still looks delicious.
No, I like
Red meat's so good.
It looks real good.
We'll just like tail it into this one. But
Yeah,
I'll say goodbye
probably.
now, so.
Yeah.
See ya.
Have a good few seconds, everybody.
I'm gonna wash my hands of meat. Cheers!
Ah, son of a bitch!
What have you you
Well,
don't.
that's a good way to start it.
Sup, so I know I ended it in mine, but here's part 2-ish. At the end of a video, we're cooking the delicious beef now. It's now been marinated. I've marinated for longer than 14 hours. I usually do it on a relatively low heat to get going because it spits at you and it's angry. It's angry. Hello, honey. He's here now and he doesn't know what to do with himself.
Apparently.
This is why we did it without him. So we get this deliciousness in there. And you want to make sure it's laid out flat when you cook it. Because then it will, 1, cook evenly, and 2, it just kind of, it lets it cook as fast as it can.
That way you don't have no one accusing you of serving raw beef
Uh-huh.
or raw bacon.
This is not bacon. This is not even pork.
Nope.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying, I never serve nobody no raw bacon.
They'll still accuse you. They hate you at your job.
And for the record, I am, just so the people at home don't think Abby's being cruel. Yeah, no, they totally do.
Once it actually starts, like, once your first batch gets going, then it's like Speedy Gonzalez up in this bitch. So, but the getting there at the beginning. Once you've, like, I flipped this one a little too early, but once one side's cooked, you flip it and get it to cook some more till it gets a little higher. I think it'll be okay if I just flip them now. Warning, choose a pan that you don't love to death because, I mean, it usually washes off fine, but eventually you're gonna stain the poor baby because, no matter what I fucking do, I always end up having burnt juices and green onion on the bottom, which tastes delicious if you scrape it up with the meat, but still it'll make a sad pan, and you don't want a sad pan.
Sad pan.
Sad pans. You don't want to be pan dragging his face across the floor.
You're still not gonna know what that's a reference to.
You'll understand what it's about.
Someday flashback will be out and everyone will understand.
Everyone will know.
You know, watch all this build up, and it's not gonna live up to anyone's expectations.
Oh, I'll be sad. After some meats cook, you want to cut it into bite-sized pieces. Because, some people want to eat a flab of meat this big. But it's better to have it small because usually, I don't serve it this way. But you're supposed to serve it inside, like, lettuce wraps. So you want it to be able to fit with rice and kimchi and all that fun stuff.
Which is cooking over there. But
Yeah, we're cooking it in a rice cooker. You cook it on the stove, I'm sorry.
Wait, I didn't put any kimchi. What are you talking about?
Oh, no, my dad eats it with kimchi.
No, I'm just saying we got some.
Oh, we got some kimchi over there. Yeah, no, it's rice. Kimchi's one thing to have with it. I can't stand kimchi.
Me neither.
But my parents love it. I mean, I think Dad had to live with it because he lived in Korea, and that's like, no matter where you go, it's in someone's backyard fermenting away. So, you just kind of get used to it, I guess.
It's kind of out of necessity.
I wonder if Dad ever had to eat dog.
Believe it or not, I actually wouldn't mind trying dog.
Because I know that's a thing in Korea, like, it's totally cool.
I don't know.
To eat dog meat, so I wonder
You
if
could ask him.
I should ask Dad. I'm gonna turn on the fan a little bit. It smokes. Hopefully that's low and not too loud. If it's too loud, I'm sorry. I need to do it.
Let's go back to the meat.
Get back to the meat. Get away from the gross kissing.
Yeah, geez.
Come back here. There's meat to cut.
Hello?
Well, you said get back to the meat, and that's why she keeps me around.
Oh,
Get your butt over here and cut the meat.
let's go back here where it's safe.
Again, I apologize to all vegetarians. I would also laugh if I somehow converted you.
I also apologize that I'm not Kendall and can't do cameras.
That's okay.
What are cameras?
What's a camera?
What do I do with them?
I get super excited about meat. I love meat so much. I'm such a carnivore.
Again,
Except I hate fat on meat, which people, that's where all the flavor comes from. So maybe I'm not the biggest fan of carnivore-ish tendencies. I don't know. Can I help you, scissor hands? Can I help you, scissorman?
there was a t-shirt that I saw. It's down at Zion's National Park. And again, I apologize to all vegetarians, too. but it just was a guy with a hunting rifle with a caption that says, if we were meant to be vegetarians, God would have made celery more fun to shoot at.
Gosh. So yeah, you can kind of see a little bit. My pan's a little water because we watched this, but usually at this point, this has started getting caked on and darkened.
You know what would be fun, good to get to help deal with the caking on and whatnot? Some red wine vinegar to just put on there to deglaze it afterwards.
Well, I just don't know if that would change the flavor.
Well, then let's get some. Oh, I'm sure there's some vinegar, like soy vinegar or something that goes along with the flavor.
There's rice vinegar.
Yeah, rice vinegar.
I mean, I don't mind the burning because it caramelizes really. It tastes damn good. Did you just eat it?
You what?
It was on camera.
Not dinner time yet! Now you have rocks in your tummy.
What?
That's something my grandma would say. If you don't eat blessed food, it turns into rocks in your belly. I believed her for years. I thought God de-rocked your food a little bit so that you could safely digest it. It's a problem. I've learned so many funny things about Grandma Jo. So I was a picky eater growing up, like stupid kinds of picky. Like I could tell if you bought a different brand of fucking like pancake mix. For frick's sake, like it was bad.
I can testify to this. I've had to cook for her for 4 years.
Apparently though, because my grandma would just kind of come kidnap me to go up to her house in Idaho. And apparently she'd have a normal cake mix for all the other grand cakes. Then a specific box that had my name on it for my pancakes.
Oh.
I did not know this, and I found out about it, and now I feel really dumb because I bet Grandma had a lot of things with just my name on it around the house. Like, oh, this is Abby's specific cereal, or this is Abby's specific cornmeal, or whatever the fuck. She spoiled me fucking rotten.
Do you two want to share the story about the first time I took her to sushi?
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't remember this story.
Basically,
I wasn't there.
I thought sushi was the grossest thing in the world. I wanted to like it because it was Japanese and I was weeaboo as hell. But I thought it was nasty because I don't like cucumber, and I didn't think I liked avocado
Plus, on top of
and
that,
raw fish.
you only had a store-bought sushi at the time.
Yeah, I only ever had the grocery store shitty California rolls.
Well, this was when we were dating. My mom knew how much I wanted to try sushi, so she took us to a local all-you-can-eat sushi place. And I don't remember exactly why, but I forced Abby there on a date.
I was not a happy camper.
And again, her
And he
parents,
wouldn't get me the normal menu.
No, I
So I
forbade it.
couldn't have like teriyaki chicken.
I forbade it.
And then I tried sushi and I was like, where was this fucking been all my life?
And
Now I take us there, I swear, like what, every month or 2 months?
Something around there.
I drag you there at least every 3.
Yeah.
Because
I
your
remember-
husband's
I remember when you told your parents you loved sushi.
I think my dad might have died inside because he's like, damn it. I only had to buy sushi for me and my daughter. And now I have to buy it for me and my 2 daughters. Fuck! See, when did I do this video yesterday? Was it 5? No, it was 4?
Earlier. You were first. So
Yeah.
About 3:30, 4.
So it's been sitting in there for a grand total of 24 hours.
26.
26. So it's a bit over the recommended, but that's okay with beef as long as if I was picking it up and it was literally falling apart, then it'd be a problem. But it's not. So
Yeah, it's just chicken you don't want to marinate
Yeah.
for more than like 12 hours. Otherwise, I mean, if you're gonna cook the chicken in the juice and have because I mean this is served with the juice, so it's not so you can get away with it. But as a whole, chicken is a much I don't want to say tenderer meat, but if you marinate it, the acids break it down a lot quicker and you lose all the good stuff.
Also, if you want to zoom in here on the mess here, this is the messiest thing you'll cook. Your stove will be destroyed, so be prepared to scrap.
Look at that bird.
Look at this meat.
I just want to do the shaky camera. It's
Do
fun.
the shaky.
I did. It was great.
Do it all you want. Quick little other tip you do on bulgogi. If I didn't just lose my train of thought. Fuck. Oh, it's okay if it's still a little pink. All beef is okay if it's still a little pink. It's just rare. Or medium rare or whatever.
Actually,
it's not gonna kill you.
Actually, for the most part, most meats can be a little undercooked when you serve them because you actually want, for the most part, to undercook meats just a little bit prior to serving because they will continue cooking while they're holding.
So it should be fine.
Now, granted, admittedly, it does depend a bit on what you're serving them in because, like, I work at a hospital, so I always have to make sure I undercook my eggs because they're going to cook. If I cook them all the way, they're going to turn green by the time the people get them.
Green?
Yeah, that's what happens when eggs overcook is they turn green.
Really?
Now, granted, it's a little hard to achieve without outright burning them. Like, the only way to really achieve it is, like, to steam them or something like that.
Interesting.
Have you ever done it for Dr. Seuss Day?
No, because it's no good.
Okay.
Because you really don't want that.
Okay. Just dump
Alright, what are you doing?
in there.
Just to make some room.
Leave some room. I'm getting to the end of it because this is the early meat that I put in at the very beginning. This one will need extra chopped and thick.
Calm down. Oh my goodness.
Same with that.
It's dead. Don't worry, I killed it.
So when you've cooked all the meat, luckily we get to repurpose. Oh, thank you. We get to repurpose the juices. So just pour it on in here. Any leftover juices you got. Sometimes I'll do double recipe just to get the extra juices. But without the apple pear, it feels like it's not worth it. Goodbye, dish. And then you'll just leave it on here, and you want it to bubble because since it has raw meat in it, you don't want raw meat juices, so you gotta boil it to get rid of that germy nonsense. And then you pour it back into the meat, and then it's ready to go and serve. I usually eat it over rice. You can eat it probably with noodles. I don't know. You can eat it with lettuce. You can eat it. You might even be able to use this in like egg rolls or something. Any Asian food that has a meat, a beef meat, you can throw it in there and it'll be delicious as hell. And also another thing, really fast though, this doesn't have to necessarily be done with beef. I've done it with chicken, which I just halved the soy sauce ratio because chicken is naturally saltier and it absorbs juices better. So you want to have the soy and double the Coke. So it's still the same amount of liquid, but it won't kill you. I've never done it with pork before, but I'm sure you can do it with pork. You might be able to do it with some fish, but I don't know. Because I don't know how to marinate fish, but it probably would work.
I don't know. I just don't imagine fish would hold together too well.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
just
know.
me.
I don't know. Experiment. Tell me your things. Show me pictures. I have so much juice on my hands again. I guess, do we want to show the plating? I don't think we need to.
I don't really need to.
The recipe will be in the description, and hopefully you can make dang good bulgogi.